like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, almost.
Yes. Well, it's going to be when this is out, right?
That's right. Today, this is our Thronlys only, our third event. Hello, everyone. There in the this way. Shit, there it is.
Look.
Shit.
Oh, God.
I can't do it in reverse. Good morning, Art and Brigitte and Chris and Francesca. Who else we got in here?
Morning,
Latte
friends.
Lover, Robert. Just doing a quick scroll through.
Top-notch group if I ever saw one.
Absolutely. For those of you who are new to our Thronlys only event, this is all of our members are invited to this pre-record, and these are songs that were recommended by our Diamond members and voted on by all of our Thronly members. We're reacting to them today. This is Monday, the week of Thanksgiving. It'll be out for everybody else on Thanksgiving. So hence the Thanksgiving. Is there a Thanksgiving song? Is there some sort of... I think of Peanuts, actually. Didn't they have like a Thanksgiving special or something?
I don't know. They had the
movie.
The Great Pumpkin episode, which is a classic.
Maybe that's what
There's
I'm thinking.
the Adam Sandler Turkey Lurkey Dee and Turkey Lurkey Doo. That's the only one I know.
There it is. That works.
And of course the Hanukkah song for Hanukkah. But,
Yes, yes. Good morning,
yeah, not
Joy,
too many
as well.
Thanksgiving songs. Maybe we should get on that.
Yes, for next year. We have a 1 year, which means we'll think
Or
about
like-
it again 2 days beforehand.
That's my life, man. Yeah, Art likes my shirt, and I appreciate that Art likes my shirt.
Fantastic.
It's a little
Shirt.
inside too. If anybody's seen the movie, they know the reference to this, which I probably can't mention on this channel.
Probably not. Although it is pre-recorded, we can edit it out if need be. If you see a skip, it's because Johnny told a story he wasn't supposed to.
Which happens.
And good morning, Flory, as well. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, everyone. So we have 5 songs today. Let's see. We're starting off with... Oh, by the way, and this is our kind of our wrap-up to all new music Novembers. These are 5 artists we have never heard before. We did ask the Diamond members to submit songs that we just haven't reacted to yet. So that's what we're doing. And, by the way, I counted them up. Guess how many new artists we reacted to in New Music November, including Filipino friends?
That I reacted to, or that you reacted to?
That we, that our channel reacted to, because you were missing for a week and a half.
I was gonna ask where November went, because I'm like, it's done already. That's what
Really
happens when
quick.
you spend half of it in another place.
Anybody in chat want to guess as well? How many artists did we react to? New artists. Johnny, what's your guess?
20.
Good guess.
7.
Good guess. You can't just keep adding until you find it.
Wasn't done yet. Don't rush me.
Fair enough. Minus 12.
But yes.
Any guesses? Our guess is 22. I will let you guys keep guessing. In the meantime,
Yes, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell if you would please. Be so kind.
Francesca, 67. Brigitte, 10. All right, y'all need to get on the same page. You're not even close. Also, be sure to check out the link below where you could buy some coffee, help support the page, and become a Thronly member, silver, gold, or diamond Thronly member, and then you can join us for the next exclusive experience in the chat. And we have our reaction shorts coming out next week. We're almost there. Very excited about that, starting in December. And you can visit our shop as well, and you can get songwriting lessons with Johnny or singing lessons with myself right on Zoom, one-on-one We'd love the opportunity to work with you if you are interested.
Isn't
All right,
Brigitte part of the song selection process? Shouldn't
I know,
she
she's
this?
10. Okay, so
She
Latte
should be
Lover.
the closest.
Latte Lover is the closest. We did 32. We
Oh.
did really well. We got through a lot of them. And of course, now to try to go back and get more songs is going to take a while to check them all out again. Johnny, you missed several because you were missing, so we'll have to introduce you to some of the favorites that I found as well, which is great.
Yeah. So based on Price is Right rules, which is the only rules that I go by in life, I won. No, Latte Lover. Oh, Latte Lover.
Do you even know the rules? How many times were you
close...
homesick from school watching reruns for that show?
Never reruns. It was always live every day, man. Bob Barker
every day,
showed up every day.
You never missed a beat. I think. Maybe you should take a page out of his book and show up every day, Johnny. Even on vacation.
No.
All right, we are doing... This song is Family Portrait from Kim Jin-ho. I believe is the name of it. I think we're okay with the not transparency on this one. Worst case scenario, we'll blur in post. But let's see how we do.
Okay.
안녕하세요. songwriter 김진호입니다. 반갑습니다. 이제 제가 다음 불러드릴 곡은요. 저희 가족 사진을 보고 쓴 노래입니다. 딱히 제가 행복할 때는 사실 가족 사진을 잘 안 봤습니다. 근데 제가 외로워지고 제가 힘들어지니까 가족 사진을 보게 되더라고요. 그리고 또 오늘이 아주 저한테는 의미 있게 어머니와 아버지의 결혼 기념일입니다. 그래서 저한테는 굉장히 의미 있는 노래가 될 것 같습니다. 들려드리겠습니다.
Ah, yes. Robert submitted this one.
바쁘게 살아온 당신의 젊음의 의미를 더해줄 아이가 생기고 그날에 찍었던 가족 사진 속에 설레는 웃음은 빛바래 가지마. 어른이 되어서 현실에 던져진 나는 철이 없는 아들, 딸이 되어서 이곳저곳에서
Power.
깨지고 또 일어서다 외로운 어느 날 꺼내본 사진 속 아빠를 닮아 있네.
Do a little pause here. Are these his parents? They keep showing them.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's that connection there. Thank you, Chris, for the 2 coffees. Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks, Chris.
We agree. Throat does rule. And I'm also assuming he wrote this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it's I love the way the story's just unfolding. It feels very personal, or he's making it personal if he didn't. But it's very simple. There's like a stillness taking place, and then these moments of these big lifts, you know, that's kind of leaning into that just you can just feel just resonate as a listener.
Yeah, well, the first part's definitely story driven. Yeah, and I do like where the power goes. So real quick for those theory nerds out there, what is this chord progression? And name a couple songs that use this chord progression. I mean, with the exception of that, just.
We're imagining this in tune as well, correct?
Yes. All right. What other songs utilize that chord progression?
All right. Your written test and exam will be after the song is complete.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Robert.
For
thank
his
you.
late father and mother. Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's not. That's just a couple there. All right. Thank you for that. Hi, Deb. By the way, I forgot to say hello to you in the chat. And by the way, if for those of you who are members that didn't join us today, and then I've seen comments in the past that you missed it because you didn't see you didn't get the private link to this event, make sure you check your spam. You have emails that come from buymecoffee.com, and if they're going to spam, then you're not going to see the invitation. So please be sure to check that for a future version as well. All right, so this is even more heavy. This is his late parents. I missed that.
Yeah.
If he said that in the introduction. So his mother was still alive at this time. All right, thank you for that update. And he did write it.
내 젊음 어느새 기울어 갈 때쯤 그제야 보이는 당신의 날들이 가족 사진 속에 미소 띤 젊은 우리 엄마 꽃 피던 시절은 나에게 다시 돌아와서 나를 꽃 피우기 위해 걸음이 되어버렸던 흘린 그 시간들을 내가 깨끗이 모아서 당신의 웃음꽃 피우기 피우길 여러분들이 사랑하는 사람들 웃음꽃 피울 수 있는 지금을 사실 수 있는 지혜가 늘 함께 하기를 바라겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Okay.
Yep. Well, right off the bat.
I would like to say that I am thankful for my parents that they are both still with me, and
Absolutely.
I dread the day when I can truly empathize firsthand with this song and what it means. But it's like, hearing someone write and express themselves so beautifully like he did is that reminder to embrace what you have in your life, be it your parents or grandparents or your kids or whoever, just
anybody, every
beautiful
moment.
Song.
Yeah. Well, okay. Good start.
I held it together. I'm very proud of myself right now.
Yeah. No, really, really nice voice. Nothing, nothing crazy range-wise, but it didn't have to be for that song. It's just that it had just the right amount of range that it needed, and I love the points that he did get powerful. I like the points where he purposely held back. I love the sort of the definitive shifts that he would have, like in the beginning. It wasn't so much a blend; it was like more of an obvious head voice thing,
right? It's like sensitive, so it kind of like, and I think that happens too, especially. I can't imagine singing this, in reflecting upon, the loss of a parent or anything like that. Being able to execute it, the passaggio becomes so much more difficult to transition between registers because there's just tensions, right? And that's what gives it this amazing feeling as he's singing it. But so, yes, he made more of okay, I'm strong in this moment. Okay, now I'm like very soft and delicate here. So I think that worked, that played to an advantage for the story in this particular scenario, where blending would have been impressive, but not necessarily would have served the song any more than the way he did it. And he had this slight theatrical, musical theater style delivery, which of course I love. I just love that big vibrato when it came in.
Definitely towards the end, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it almost
voice.
had an instability to it. It was so wide, the vibrato, but totally in control. I thought it was really,
yes.
I mean, that's a cool sound.
Balancing the degree of emotions, flooding, because that's the best performances like he did here is when you have your skill sets that allow you to stay in the intended pitch and the correct articulation of the word and all that, while still allowing the unconscious mind, the emotional sentiment to influence the tensions and the spit, if you will, right? It's just like just all that raw little elements mixed in with your skill sets is what makes something so beautifully emotional.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, like Robert said, this is about the feels. This is about the feels, not the acrobatics. Exactly.
But still some acrobatics built into it. So it's just well done. All right, what is your answer on the chord progression?
So, latte was close, so it is a 1, 5, 6, and then 4. Okay, so a good example of that is. The first song Richard learned on the drums. Whisper,
that's right. Let it be.
Let it be. But also, just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
And I'm pretty sure those are the only two songs that
two,
utilize
yeah.
that.
Forever young.
It's like endless.
Forever young. So, yeah, not to take anything away from this performance. It's just to show that, chord progressions, you can do a lot of different things and pull a lot of different emotions out of the same chord progression.
Absolutely. Okay, we're moving on to song number 2.
Intravenous
This.
Demilo. What is that song?
What's that?
What is Demilo? That's a Spinal Tap song.
Demilo.
No, wait. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't
Sounds
tell
like
if he's
a
joking
Tool
or
song.
not. You can never tell if he's joking or not.
Okay, so I have, speaking of art, he gave me a quick background of the songs. This is the one that he suggested. This is, I glanced over it and I thought this would be fruitful information, certainly for us, let alone anybody else may not be familiar. It's weird. Art started with informing me how to pronounce his name as if I needed help. Now I have to try to get it right.
It's a losing battle.
He was very clear. This is great. Sa rhymes with duh. So that's a good start. Sa. Te rhymes with day. G sounds like the letter G. So Seo Taiji. Seo Taiji. I believe we have that correct. So thank you for that, Art, right off the bat. Hey, Chris Everett, thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Okay, so he is arguably the most famous musician in South Korea's history, performing over 3 decades, and his unofficial title is Korea's Culture President. It's quite the title. He formed the very first K-pop idol group, which started the worldwide wave, which is great. Rocker at heart, he performs all styles of music and introduced hip-hop culture into music in Korea. He used his fame and platform to enact change in Korean society, helping drag the country into a modern democracy, though through shocking song themes and rebellious lyrics, at great peril to himself, since it's not permissible to change one's elders in his culture. The government at the time was quite displeased with him, so it's quite the rebel then. The song is Regret of the Times, talks about the need to change society before they spiral out of control, the want of a better world, and that the world will go crazy if our humanity is lost, and we look forward to the needed changes. And this, I guess, it's a pretty high energy rock song, which is probably good after what we just heard, a little shift.
Yeah.
And many current K-pop supergroups like BTS have joined him on stage in honor as a legend. And this particular video was in Seoul at massive outdoor 2-day 2008 ETP Fest, which hosted many famous Korean, Japanese, and US bands. And Taiji's set finally came near the end of the second day, and despite the on and off rain and exhausted crowd, the audience energy continued. And he was there. I was in the crowd, and it was quite something. Art, are you in the? Do we get a glimpse of you on camera somewhere in the sea of people?
Little selfie moment.
All right, here we go. Let's give it a whirl. And do I need to put this on Well, again, I'll put a blur on this after if needed, but hopefully everybody's able to enjoy this. So here we go. Gaia is sneaking in. Are you supposed to be at work? We're not scolding you. We're proud of you. for
I love these people
us.
that are playing hooky to watch us.
We approve.
2008년도 한 해 많이 맺혔죠? 완전 풀어보자고. 자, 2008년
Alright, where's
시대가
Okay.
다 같이 왜 기다려왔잖아. 하는 소리를 이 세상 모두 미쳐버릴 일이 벌어질 것 같네.
God, what a crowd.
자식들에게 시끄럽게 놀래기밖에 거만하기 많아 주위에 거짓된 너의 가시대를 내 얼굴 빠져 뭉뚱거리고 난 잊은 뉴스팬 어른들을 예쁜 양말 들고 너를 헤매이 다니네 모두가 그리 바라고 있는 그런 날이 바로 오늘 오늘이야
mosh pit going.
Yeah.
너의 심장 태워버리고 너
This is interesting song because it is reflective of like some late 80s almost like riffs, but there's a weird modulation. I say weird, but an unexpected modulation going into
Yeah.
the verse, which is an unusual placement for it. He's hinting
Yeah.
at some rap elements, totally unique keyboard, like synth sound. Like I've never heard that texture before. It definitely is like an eclectic piece in many
Yeah.
ways.
No, there's some like Twisted Sister vibes. There's a little new wave, like we're not gonna take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That type of like sentiment. Not really sentimental. I don't know if that's the right word, but that type of vibe. It's just a
Yeah.
message. Definitely a rebellious guy, which I like, and people are loving it. It's great. And Art was not in the mosh pit. I thought he was going to be the ringleader.
I feel like I get to see him be the ringleader.
Let's look. Come on.
내게 날카로운 발톱들은
The impression we have of our Thronlys members.
Well, we found out Joy's a biker babe, so
Exactly. You just don't know until you
Tattooed.
spend time with him.
Yeah, I never knew.
주고 돌이킬 수 없는 과거와 모두가 잘못되어 가고 있는데 너에게 미친 것 스탄같이 속에 오늘은 나우성을 들을 수 있고
Just on the upswing. That's unique. Oh, he is a rocker. By the way, he looks 15, so he's been around for...
Yeah, right.
I don't know how long he's been around at this point, but...
I love that little.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fun. What were you going to say?
Oh, just that little like. That's pretty cool.
Great old school kind of rock kind of feel. But the 90s hip hop moment, again, with that kind of like half rapping kind of melodic thing, and I'd call maybe the second verse, something like that.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Okay,
Nice.
moving on. Oh, quick little plug. Johnny, I didn't tell you this. We might need to act on this ourselves. Hold on. I got this information from Westone Audio, who doesn't really sponsor our channel per se, but is supportive of it, and they hooked us up with these incredible in-ears that we absolutely love. Johnny uses gig after gig after gig. I use them in the studio all the time.
I love them.
They have, speaking of for Thanksgiving, they sent me this, and I'm going to have the link in the description below for Thursday when this comes out. 50% off when buying 2 or more across the mock range.
Oh,
That's a massive discount for really, really high end. So if you have if you guys have a band, or if there's 2 of you that really want to experience sound at the next level, you can get 50% off. It's any series. We're using Mach 70s, but they go from 10 to 80, I believe. We'll have the link in there. Just wanted to thank them for that. And a reminder, we don't get a cut commission. You go right to their page, and you don't even have to mention us. We just they hooked us up. We genuinely love their product and just want to pass it on, pass it forward. It's great company.
yeah. Best ears I've ever had by far.
Yeah. Okay, so next up is Amir, if I'm saying her name correctly. This is another first take performance. The name of the song is Kataomoi. I don't know what that means. If any of you know, please let us know. Amir, singer, has been loved by fans around the world. Don't have a lot of information on it. So if you can fill us in here. This was just 2 years ago. And I'm trying to think who submitted this. Was this Everett? Were you the one who submitted this one? I don't recall. All right, let's check it out. Deb asks, where's she from? Don't know. If anybody here, I know we have a limited group here because it's Thronlys only for this particular chat, but if anybody knows, please let us know.
例えば君の顔に昔よりシワが増えてもそれでもいいんだ僕がギターを思うように弾けなくなっても心の歌は君で溢れているよ高い声も出せずに思い通り歌えないそれでもうなずきながら一緒に歌ってくれるかな割れん明かりの拍手も響き渡る歓声もいらない君だけ分かってよ分かってよダリン夢が叶ったのお似合いの言葉が見つからないよダリン夢が叶ったの愛してるたった一度のたった
I'm getting like that Kobe Calais what's the she sings the song with Miles is it 1,000 Miles
Vanessa
not Hutchins Carlton thank you
yeah she's the one
yeah just a little bit of that kind of like singer-songwriter storytelling there's like a softness to it
a little quirkiness to it with
yeah
the rhythm
yeah I like it
I like
Back
it
up again.
I like it too it's very cute
たった一度のたった一人の生まれてきた幸せ味わってるんだよ今日がメインディッシュで終わりの日には甘酸っぱいデザートを食べるの山も谷も全部フルコースで気が利くような言葉はいらない素晴らしい特別もいらないただずっとそばに置いていてよ僕の思いは年を取ると増えて
I apologize for disrupting it. The phrasing is really interesting because, like, if I had that many syllables to fit into a line, I would feel rushed. But she's got kind of a cool flow to still like land everything.
Yeah, like the way that
Taylor Swift is actually really good at that too. It's like deceivingly hard to sing because you don't know where to breathe. There's just so much content in some of her melodies.
Well, it makes you wonder if she kind of had the words first and then she did the melody after, because I feel like that's something Taylor Swift possibly does. She'll come in with
maybe
sort of her poetry and try to fit it in.
Yeah.
And when you do that, sometimes you can come up with some interesting, different approaches melodically, because it's like,
you're
okay,
forced
so how do I
to.
do this?
Right.
Yeah.
別もいらないただずっとそばに置いていてよ僕の思いは年を取ると増えてくばっかだ好きだよ分かってよ分かってよ
Love that. Yeah.
ねだりん夢が叶ったのお似合いの言葉が見つからないよだりん夢が叶ったの愛が溢れてゆく
Nice. Damn.
僕を忘れてしまってもちょっと辛いけど それでもいいから僕より先にどこか遠くに旅立つことは絶対許さないから生まれ変わったとしても出会い方が最悪でもまた僕は君に
Sorry, I want to hear that again.
許さないから生まれ変わったとしても出会い方が最悪でもまた僕は君に恋するんだよ僕の心は君にいつも片思い好きだよ分かってよ分かってよ分かってよ誰も夢が叶ったのお似合いの言葉が見つからないよ誰も夢が叶ったのねえ誰も愛してる
Yay!
Nice. Yeah.
Wait.
You know,
Wait. I get in trouble when I end it too soon. And now we end it. Just in case.
yes, the deceivingly simple song. I mean, on the surface, it definitely sounds like, you know, just kind of like a light pop song, but there's cool stuff going on for sure. You know, and that like the stuff the piano guy was doing, just like that weird, you know, that chromatic, whatever he was doing. I'd have to hear it again, but
That was wild.
Yeah.
Just unexpected moments that keep you engaged, something that we love. A guy asked if we're familiar with First Take. We are. We've seen at least one other. I know it was SB19, and I feel like there's another one that we saw, or maybe I just did on my own. I wasn't cheating on the channel. Sometimes I get curious and I have to listen to songs. So to do that in a single pass all the way through, it's just
I love stuff
beautifully
like
done.
that.
Yeah. And you could hear the end, just all the little imbalances and flaws and all those beautiful things that make things just real and genuine. Just great.
Human, if you will, which is
Human. It's the best way to describe
a lost art. I feel like sometimes in music.
No kidding. Okay, our next human that we're reacting to, this is Mango TV, so we do need transparency. Sorry, definitely for this one.
Those
this
humans
is Johnny. You want to introduce this artist?
No.
I set you up to fail. My apologies.
Yes.
It is his name. Sorry, I can't even read the letters. Ayunga. Ayunga. It goes by one name. The name of the song is Xila. Xila, Grassland. Something along those lines. Fill us in after it. That would be great. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh, this is super vocal, so chances are it's going to be a super vocal list. It's my guess.
A clever name.
Oh, he's Mongolian. Thank you, Robert. I love this fiddle. It's a horsehead fiddle. I jumped too.
Expressive instrument.
Two-bot throat singing with it. Human. He's got the mic on the floor for that.
My phone's actually.
my god, I am loving the music.
Yep, me too.
사나졌던 꽃이만 가슴 무게가 상처들이 이치다고 대신 무게가 zarpo 저 사랑은 잊지 마고 내게 누구가 zarpo 사랑 잊지 마고 사단 들던 것도
I'm gonna back it up. He's
Wow.
got like a page out of Tengri's book. I guess it's maybe reflective the Mongolian style a little bit. Some of that, like that push and trap and pull, some of the dynamic style. And then he does this flip at the end here, which I wanted to hear again. Almost blends into like that string violin sound, which flips him to falsetto with a really cool vibrato there
Yeah.
against all the power around it. Beautiful.
It kind of reminds me, so when we used to do the Throger retreats and we'd have all these singers, one of the exercises that you would have the kids do was they would write out their lyrics, and over the lyrics they would sort of write out their intention. I don't know how, like if it was over every word or every phrase or something, but
Emotional shifts, yeah.
emotional shifts. So a delivery like this, it's not, I feel like there's, you have to sort of plan going in because there's so many things happening within, each syllable's doing something different, and
Yeah.
it's really like well thought out. It's not just somebody that's just, I'm going to go up and sing my song, and try to be dynamic with it. It's really, it's just very thought out.
Without it feeling contrived, like
Yeah,
over
right.
micromanaged or anything. There's definitely in the moment presence taking place too.
Yeah, no, it was something that occurred to, because I was so in the moment, then I was starting to think, like, if I was producing this person in the studio, like, where do you even start? Like,
Right?
it's just so detailed. I'm like, wow, that's something.
And if you did multiple takes, like which segment do you choose to keep a sense of flow? Because there's such a
Yeah.
story unfolding here. On
Because
these
usually,
micro choices.
when you're in the studio, it's like, okay, what's our intention for this verse, maybe, or maybe there's a certain line you want to highlight. Maybe we can sing this like breathy, or some sort of expression for a whole line. But this is really like almost every other line. There's something
An
different,
entire line
drastically
has
different
a
going on.
yeah.
But like you said, all in the flow, which is always key. You always want that.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Very impressed.
There's a choice right there. All that.
The way he pulls off. Wow.
Looks like drumming. Okay.
Zaten türden matlar Mahjoktan dur simahor Zaten türden matlar Mahjoktan dur
Yes!
That's so cool.
On his stage presence is just like the drama. Wait. The stage presence.
I had to get that last thing in there.
the drama that he has dropping to his knees. He's got like that comfortable command that, like, you know, like we've come to expect from Dimash. But his vocal delivery is like, it's like if you could take Forestella, Tengri, and four other people I can't think of right now. He just has
I
like
was
these.
thinking Dimash stylistically too would sound really good on
Yes.
something like that. I mean, that's right in his wheelhouse as well.
Right. But the actual, almost like, I guess, and I'm making this up, but like this Mongolian operatic fusion of something. There's a theater in the dramatics of his voice with those two ideas combined that really shows up well here.
Yeah, I
Wonderful
feel like the
presentation.
Mongolian artists are becoming some of my favorites that we listen to. As soon as you say that, I'm like, ooh, Mongolian artists coming up. Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you missed
Oh,
when
it's
we
so cool.
when we did our all metal special with John Reeves. We did the Who again, but it was a live. They were,
Oh,
like,
that
on
must have been
stage, the
wild.
full band. Yes, you should probably go check your subscription notifications from our channel and watch it.
Maybe. We'll see. Impress me, and maybe I will.
Oh, it's impressive. There's actually a couple bands in there I'm looking
No, I'm
forward to bringing back for you to check out.
I'm always impressed by the artists on here.
I know. Okay, so this name and this face
Oh,
we know.
David Draymond.
Yes. Oh, where's my transparency button? So this song, The Sound of Silence, which you and I are both fans of Simon and Garfunkel, of course. I think you're particularly I know your background influences with
Paul Simon's
that
one of
group,
my
but Paul Simon specifically. Yeah.
heroes writing wise. I think he's brilliant. I mean,
Yes.
particularly lyrically, but also, I mean, melodically as well.
Yeah.
It's just
Now,
he's a master.
Have you heard his version of this Sound of Silence?
I have.
I have as well. So here's the deal. This came out 8 years ago. The only reason we haven't reacted to it is exactly as we've just disclosed. We already heard it. But I have not heard this since it came out at least 7 years ago, like in the first year. So it's been a long time. I remember being impressed, but there's a few things. One, I never discussed it with anybody. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. Two, I never got to hear it with West Tone Audio. And three, I didn't get to do it while hanging out with our online friends and subscribers. So it feels like this is meant to be.
It's new. It's new.
It's still new. So I'm curious to like dissect it as opposed to
Yeah.
just
Well,
absorb
I think nothing wrong with that. I think there's something about being familiar with a song going in, which is kind of cool for us too. So, because sometimes it's hard to remember just listening one time through. It's like, oh, I love that part. What was that again? Because it just goes by so quick. So
Right.
I can actually, dissect a little bit more in detail, I feel.
Yes, I'm giving my disclaimers. Oh, Francesca, by the way, John, you don't know this. She sent us a lovely early Christmas gift.
Really?
It is you have a
Nice.
gift waiting at the castle. You have to stop by and get it. Francesca, we
Aw.
did get it. My sister opened up my gift that that you sent, and I'm very much looking forward to wearing it when I go up north during wintertime. It is a black. She knit it herself, like from my understanding of the way the card was written. So it's a black wool hat. I think it's wool or something, but it looked
Okay.
amazing. I can't wait to wear it and keep my bald head warm. So thank you very much for that gift. I am grateful for you, as I am all of our subscribers and everybody here on our Thanksgiving special. Johnny, I don't know what you have. Maybe you have a beard cap.
A
'Cause
beard-
you already have hair here, so you might not need that.
I mean, 40% of my head is covered with something. So,
So maybe just a forehead.
yeah,
wrap?
something. Just this part. Just how do I go?
Perfect.
Yeah, maybe the one of the aliens from the movie Alien. Just would be good
Oh,
for
my
me
goodness.
just during the winter.
All right, before we hit play, just a reminder to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already during our replay. We're looking forward to seeing you in the chat. It'll be Thanksgiving Day, so just want to say thank you again. We are grateful to all of you for support on the channel.
Yeah.
All the comments, the likes, and we're at 180, we're almost 190,000 subscribers. And we started, 14 months ago? Something like that. I mean, you guys are amazing.
Pretty
So
freaking cool. Yeah.
yeah, so thank you for being on this journey with us. Just wanted to say, throw that out there. We love you all.
Johnny needs long pants that don't drop down the moon.
Some sort of wool hip
Two moon
skirt.
the stream. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Got some good hip action from me that day.
I actually don't remember the video itself at all.
This has a lot of views too. This is a very popular song.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
What a
In
mood he
restless
creates.
dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound
God, he's badass.
In the signs and the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Oh, where do you even start? I mean, it's.
My instinct is to start by replaying it 5 times over.
I know.
It's just-
I want to start out real quick with like he is such. We talk about having an identifiable tone. I mean, his voice from a mile away. He's just blessed
lower resonance.
with that natural special X factor of a tone that he has. But also, I've seen some videos with him, interviews, and he talks about just the way he takes care of his voice as well, and it's definitely cultivated. And he's talking about basically, as a singer, it's like, his band members, they're going out after shows and doing stuff that band people do.
Sure.
And he's like, I'm home, it's like, and he's got kids now. He's like, I have to take care of this. This is, I can't be careless with
he
my
does
music.
not take it for granted, which is incredible, which is why he can still do songs like this. I mean, this is a beast of a song to sing just without the grit. I mean, he stylized it. He made it his own, which he covered the song. He didn't just mimic it, right? So we always celebrate that. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
So he brought forth his essence into the delivery. His life experience were just expressed in just this beautiful way. Thank you, Latte Lover. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. His invitation of in balance, well placed in balance, is so strategically beautiful. He could have started this even with a little bit of a grit and things like that, almost foreshadowing, and he didn't even do that. He just let, like, to your point, his signature sound, his low resonance, just breathe in that whole first half of the song. He didn't have to give anything away. So it's just so artistically smart with the way he delivered this. And I've got, sorry, my brain's going, I've got like 5 more things I want to talk about. Can we look at the lyric flow? So let's separate from Disturbed's version here, the writing of it. This is one of those songs, I imagine, even knowing English, I'm still not totally clear on what the song's about. I feel like every time I hear this, I have a new idea. It's just poetic enough where I can take, here's my life experience right now and apply it to this. And 5 years ago, I would have said, no, it's about this. And 10 years ago, I would have said, no, it's about this. So just the openness in interpretation, there's a brilliance there, but also the flow. If I didn't know English, I would still be able to identify the sense of poetry there because of just where he placed, I don't want to say the rhymes, but just where the plosives were there certain consonants that just streamlined. And I know that's something you talk about a lot when you're songwriting, is you'll sometimes choose what felt better to hear or sing over what the actual meaning is. Sometimes you make that decision.
Yeah. Ultimately speaking, the phonetic flow to me is always going to win out a little bit, right? Just for that commercial sense. I mean, people just like something to sound good, and I think the meaning is secondary. However, if you can have both, that is optimal.
Which is what this song does.
I mean, the flow of it is what kind of brings you in to begin with, because you can only take in so much in the first listen. But God, when you like start to dig deeper and you read through these lyrics, which as a lyricist myself, when I write a lyric, I sometimes reference other great lyrics of the past or whatever I'm into, but I tend to I like the older stuff because, I mean, God, it's like there's a reason why I feel like music could have ended in 1968 or whatever, or the 70s, because it's just they just nailed it. I mean, the fact that this stuff was popular, this was like the mainstream, and there's such poetry to it. It's just like that was the time to be listening to music. But anyway, so I'll reference these songs just, to kind of gain inspiration and kind of like compare what I'm doing with that. And I'll like, this is one of the songs I'll reference, and I'll just be like, okay, back to the drawing board. Jeez. Like, cause I mean, just the imagery that he's using is just so vivid. And then like, there's certain words that are so like, they're just not your normal lyrical word, like cobblestone. I would, you don't think to put the word cobblestone in a song too much, but it's like, it's perfect. 3 syllables. It says exact narrow streets of cobblestone. It's like, it just paints a
imagery.
Perfect picture.
Exactly.
Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. I mean, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon, I could like literally go through every line. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night, it's like, okay, game over.
It's just brilliant. This is brilliantly crafted, and then to resurface this song, take that brilliance that was created then, and again to filter it now through David's eyes, vocally, but even musically. I don't know who did the production for the song, whether it was his brainchild or the band as a whole. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need the distorted guitars and the drums and everything else underneath to support his voice. His voice is an electric guitar. You can go from clean channel to grit on a dime, and it's just this wall of sound, and against an orchestral backdrop, like that cinematic soundscape just fits beautifully, dynamically. And it's no wonder this particular version of the song did so well. So many
and no wonder
elements.
there's huge. There's still one of the biggest rock bands on the planet, and he's an absolute legend. And if I may name drop a little bit, so he's friends with Chris Daughtry, and so David was one of the first ones to hear The Dam when it was, and he was like, that's a great song. That's one of your biggest songs, and felt pretty good about that, to hear David Draymond say that about something that I was a writer about. Yeah.
Nice. I want to, if you'll indulge me, I just want to play this ending one more time as he shifts into another ear.
Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell.
It's not even that much more air pressure. There's more air, right? Because that's allowing other muscles to kind of trigger in response. Larynx might be lifting up a tiny little bit, but just the way he's allowing his folds to just like ripple on top of the vibration itself, something we've talked about before. But then he's engaging muscles just above that too, just like closing in on that space to create these really cool, just rich overtones of distortion. There's like a static distortion on guitar, and then there's like that a little more old school full body distortion on guitar, and that's what David has. If I were to compare it to that instrument,
it's like an overdriven sound. It's it's like you're turning everything up so everything's like naturally distorting as opposed to a synthetic distortion. Yeah,
it doesn't have that digital quality that a lot of singers are using now. Oh, God. Back to clear tone. so
He's
good.
scolding us all.
Pretty much. And we welcome it. It's just like, we will hear you. We will obey. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
wow. Thank you to, I can't remember who recommended the one. Was that you, Latte Lover? That put in for that one? Because I know it's just been, I guess it's one of those pieces, kind of like High Ren. It's like, it took us a year to get to, because it's like, well, we already heard it, kind of thing. So I'm glad we're revisiting some of these. Just,
Yeah. Man, give me all the
amazing
Paul
songs.
Simon. All the Paul Simon. It's just,
yes,
I mean, he's really truly a master to me,
absolutely.
and a lot of people, obviously.
Going back to, that first song, just being grateful for our families and everything else. I'm imagining this song in particular. I bet you my dad has not heard this version. This might be a good one to introduce.
Oh yeah,
because he loves
Dad.
Simon and Garfunkel. But to hear this version of it, that might be. I think we need to bring Dad back on for a special, introduce him to some new music sometime soon.
Plus, he kind of looks like Paul Simon, so
he does
perfect.
a little bit. We'll give him a drum. He can play as we react. Listen, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you all, and we hope that you have an amazing Thanksgiving day,
yes, guys.
week.
Thank you so
Whether
much.
in the U.S. or anywhere in the world, we are grateful to you. And we wouldn't be doing the show without all of you. So again, thank you to our silver, gold, and diamond Thronlys members for all of your support. You can check out the link below if you'd like to join for other exclusive content and added perks. And we hope to see you all again soon. Have a great day,
guys.
everyone. Thank you for all these selections too. Bye.
Best followers ever.
Ever. See ya.